McManus. I'm doing the level 6 course in horsemanship, and today I want to talk to you about conformation. So do you want to give April just a walk around while I'm talking, and then I'll call you back over in a minute. So today I want to give you an idea of what conformation is, and then how it affects the horse's performance and what the horse can be used for. So I'm going to tell you about conformation and what I would look for if I was looking for a show jumping horse. And then I'm going to talk about their static conformation and then their dynamic conformation. So conformation is the make of the horse. It's how the horse is built. It's based on their bone structure, so their bone lengths, bone angles, bone density, muscle structure, and then joint alignment. So that's how they're made up. Then I'm looking for my perfect show jumper today. So what I'd be looking for in a show jumper is a horse that's careful, scopy, and able to adjust in between fences and stuff like that. So I would like you to hold April there for now. So I'm going to talk to you about April's static conformation. That's when she stood still, so she's not moving at the moment. So if you could try and turn her a little bit sideways, so this way, so her head's this way, so the camera can see. And then we'll try, keep coming sideways, yeah, keep coming. There we go, so they can see everything, and you can stand there a little bit square then and stand in front of her. So, first thing I'm looking for in my show jumper is that she's got a really good, strong hind quarters, okay? So, I'm looking at April there, and she's got a nice zigzag here. So, her point of hip to her point of buttock, to her stifle, to her hop. That's a nice zigzag there. That's going to allow her to propel and to jump over the fence, so to propel vertically. So that's really strong, so that's nice. I like that so far. Next thing I'm looking for is that she's quite in proportion. So the length of her back and the length of her legs, it's quite square. So if her back is too long, it's going to be really hard for her to turn during a course or to adjust her stride. So being a little bit more compact is best. April's not extremely compact, but she's not too long, so I like that as well. The next thing I'm looking for is the length of her neck. So April's got a long neck, which is really good. That's going to help her balance over the fence. It's going to allow her to tuck her head in, which is going to help her bascule, which is when she rounds her back over the fence. So I'm happy with that so far. Next thing I'm looking for is that she's got good space here, good space between her cheekbone and her throat there. That's going to allow her to flex and also help with breathing as well as she's exerting herself during the course. She's got a nice refined face, which is good. Not necessary, but nice. She's got good big nostrils for breathing in, which is going to help when she has to be really fit for show jumping. Next thing I'm going to come down to is going down her legs. So she's got a really good sloping shoulder. That angle is what I'm looking for. It's going to give her a nice flowing stride. If it's too tall, she might be very choppy. Not going to allow her to extend when she needs to. So in between fences, you might need to collect her. You might need to stretch her out. So that's going to give her great variation there as well. Next thing I'm looking for is I'm coming down her legs. So we'll do it from the side first. If you can get a good side view with the camera, and if you just stay there, yeah, stay there, she's moving. So you straighten her up. I'm trying to look at her from the side, okay? That's okay. And we'll try hold her square. Back. If you come to the side with the camera, you might be able to see side on. Back up. You're not going to stand square for us today, are you? That's as close as we're going to get. Okay, so if you look, of course, April, there. Try hold her there. So we're looking for her from the side. So she's not perfect, but I've looked at her already. So we're looking that she's got a good column of support through her leg. That's going to mean that weight is distributed nice and evenly. So if she's a show jumper for like 5 years and she's landing really heavy each time on the ground, if she's not got a good column of support there, it's going to lead to uneven weight bearing and she can do damage then on her legs. So she could be developing splints or other things. We just want her nice and even. You can come around the front, you don't need to move, April. When you look at her head on, she's got a good column of support from the front as well, which is good. When you drop like a line down from here, it runs straight down. If anything, April is ever so slightly base narrow, but she's not majorly. What it'll do is if she's a little bit base narrow, it's going to put a lot more pressure on the outside of her leg. So with time, that could lead to maybe unsoundness. So She's quite good. She's as good as any horse I think will be. While we're looking at her head on, I'm going to look at her chest as well. So it's nice. It's not too wide. If it's too wide, it's going to lead to a bit of a rolling effect when you're riding around the course. It's going to be harder for her to turn. She won't be as quick or as sharp or as nippy, but hers is good. It's a nice width. Next thing, when you look down at her hoofs, she's got a good, even column of support in her hoof. She's also got really good, how would I say this? She has got good hooves. They're not weak, they don't get brittle. She's actually ridden without shoes and she's always sound, so that's a good sign as well. So that's her front legs. We're going to go a little bit back to the back legs here. She can stand there. Next thing you're looking at is her hocks. So you're looking for the similar thing with the hind legs. Good column of support. You're looking to make sure that she's got nice hocks. They're not straight. They're not sickle hocks. If she gets sickle hocks, she's going to give a lot more pressure and end up with things like bog spavins or bone spurs here as well. If you come around to the back as well, don't go too close. She's got a nice, good column of support from the back as well. If you could walk her up just a step, if you go forward just a step, Fiona, so she's a little bit more square. And over. There you go. Over a step. There we go. You see there? So she's not too close behind and she's not too wide. So that's her static conformation. So that's all the things we're looking for when she's stood still that are going to make it likely that she's going to be a good candidate for show jumping. If you could, Fiona, just walk her up and down then, and we'll get her dynamic conformation. So dynamic is when she's moving. You walk her away from me, and then turn around and come back towards me. When we're walking, guys, we're looking for any kind of abnormalities in the way she moves. So one would be dishing. That would be bad because she might hit her inside of her hooves. Towards me if you can, so I can see her coming towards me. Yeah, thank you. Another thing we'd be looking for is foraging. So if she's hitting her front foot with the hind leg, if you just keep going up and down. Thanks, Fiona. So she's not doing that either, so that's a good sign. That would be bad if she's constantly hitting herself with her hind leg, especially during a course. If she's landing after a big fence, she could do a lot more damage hitting herself. Another thing you're looking for with the back legs is speedy pushing, which is more in trot. So we'll give her a trot in a minute and see if she does it. You happy to give her a little trot up and down as well? Take your time. We have loads of time. She's asleep. Take your time. In fact, she was nice and relaxed there in the walk. I'll help you when you move and turn the other way. Take time. Fine. It's a good thing she's relaxed. Okay. Ready to go. Trot time. Come on. Lovely, that's perfect, Fiona, thank you. No worries. So I don't know if you can see it there, but if they are speedy cutting, their hind leg lifts and actually hits up near their hock as they're trotting. So that's good. April's not doing that either. So we're not going to loose jump her today, but the next thing I'd look for in her dynamic conformation is that when she's going over a fence, she's coming in nice and straight and correct. And when she's taking off, her hind legs are stepping in together. And then when she's landing, that she's landing evenly. She's not leaning more on one side than the other. Anybody, any questions? Hopefully. No?
With the fact that our hind legs are quite close together, would that impact her ability to jump?
Yeah, so she could be brushing them. When she's taken off, she could be more likely damaging one foot with the other. She'd be less strong. So if you think of weight distribution, if she's a little bit wider, say a hoof in every corner, the weight from her body and the takeoff is going to be much more even. So if she's more to the inside, you can think of that concussion going up maybe the outside of her legs. So more likely to have issues or injuries. They tend to stand like that, but when you maybe reverse their step, she will stretch out a little bit, so it's more that she's a little bit relaxed. Yeah? If nobody has any other questions, I think we're finished.